This table right here. What about the fireplace? Just in case you need one. Well, just in case you need one.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. Got a little switch this morning when we went outside from yesterday, didn't we? If everyone can have a seat, I'll say the prayer, and I'd love it if you would join in with me. Please feel free to close your outer eyes if that's what you feel comfortable doing when you pray. And if you just want to take a slow, deep breath and just totally relax your body, just to kind of get in the right space to connect with Divine Spirit. Do you look for God? Did you come here today looking for God? God is here. But God was also in your home and in your car. Were you caught in a traffic jam this week? God was there. Did you go out to dinner? Did you see anything that bothered you? Maybe people at the next table arguing or what have you? God was there too. God's not just in our churches. God is everywhere. In every home, every business, every shelter, everywhere. So when you're busy shopping, as probably most of us will be doing, or driving your car, or getting stuck in a long line of traffic, frustrated, when you're cooking, cleaning your house, God's there. God is always with us. What a joy to know that God is always here, no matter where we are. So talk to God and let His grace bless our ways. See within our busy days the evidence of His loving care. When we look for good or God, we will see God and good. So look for God in everything you do and everywhere you go, and you will find Him. And so it is. Amen.
I just love our chaplain's wonderful opening prayers, don't you? I mean, what a great way to start. So now let's stand up and sing. The world didn't give it to me.
This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it and the world can't take it away. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. for this joy that I have. The world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. For this peace that I had, the world didn't give it to me. This peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. For this peace that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. Oh, this love that I had, the world didn't give it to me. This love that I had, the world didn't give it to me. Oh, this love that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away. The world didn't give it, and the world can't take it away.
Thank you, and let's say our vision statement together. We are realizing miracles through living our oneness with God and each other. And our wonderful mission statement, we are a spiritual community inspiring peaceful transformation in ourselves and in the world through love, joy, and integrity. Thank you, and please be seated. And forgive me if I say wonderful over and over again, because that's the way I feel about this place. So our wonderful chaplains, our wonderful mission statement, our wonderful musician, everything. Anyway, welcome to Unity of East Louisville, and wherever you are in your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. And if you're new today and you've never been here before, we welcome you and hope you got a welcome packet if you'd like one. If you did not and you'd like one, raise your hand, and one of the usher greeters will bring one to you. We welcome you online, too. We hope you come and visit us in person sometime, but hopefully you'll enjoy our service from wherever you are. And Val, if you're watching, we are thinking of you. Reverend Valerie lost her mother on Friday after, I think she was in her early 90s, so a good long life anyway. But we send her our thoughts and prayers, and if you'd like to sign a card for her at the back of the church, if you didn't get to that, there's a card for her for the sympathy and also a Christmas card. So please take a look at that if you haven't done so, and contribute your thoughts. Thank you to everybody who made today possible. Les is over there on sound as usual, and Laura's doing our tech today. That's one of the hardest jobs, I think. And then we've got our wonderful Don here today. Wonderful playing. Here I am saying wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Somebody count how many times I say wonderful. And then his sister is going to be special music today. Yay, Colleen. Thank you. We love you two together. Thank you for contributing your time and your beautiful talent. So that's really fun to have. And then we also have our wonderful chaplain, our head of the chaplains, Kathy Schmidlin. She is going to be speaking on the gift of love, which is perfect for this time of year. Please turn off your cell phones if you haven't already done so. And let's see what we have on our list of things to tell you today. If you're not already on our email list, we send out an email every week that tells you what's going on. So you can always refer to that if you're interested in doing one of the classes or workshops or something that's going on, just an activity. So if you haven't signed up with your email address, put that on the sheet at the back, and then you'll be on that list to get the information. And also, it's good this time of year if you've got your phone number on there and you don't mind, a text message letting you know, just in case the weather, if we get some fun snow or ice or something that you don't want to travel on, we might have to close the building that day. So we send out a flock note message if that's okay with you. It's good to know, and you put your name and email address or phone number too down on the sheet. If you don't want to be on that list, it's perfectly fine. You just might not know if the doors are shut that day. We've had odd things like floods and power outages and ice, so you just never know what's going to happen. Anyway, let's see. I wanted to thank everybody who stayed last week for the community meeting. It's always good when we have the community to come out and talk about what's going on in church and ask questions. And thank you to the board for all they do, especially Pat for leading the board so well in so many things. He just has to take care of tons and tons of problems. So thank you, Pat. He's constantly doing the problem solving around here. Also, coming up on Wednesday, the 20th, is our usual candlelight service, but as I said last week, it's on a Wednesday this year, and it's been on a Thursday for every other year that I've remembered. So keep that on your planner, December 20th at 7 p.m. It's going to be a beautiful candlelight service with lovely Christmas music provided by Don, and also a cookie exchange afterwards, so if you'd like to bring some cookies to share, that's always fun. And then Rebecca and Mickey are doing their winter solstice crystal bowls. That meditation will be on Friday, December 22nd at 7 p.m., but the doors open at 6 because they start promptly at 7. And that's going to be beautiful. What's that? Oh, they open it. Didn't I say 6:30? 6? Oh, sorry, 6:30 is what I meant to say. My brain said 6:30. My mouth didn't say it. Aren't you glad I'm not singing? You're really thankful. Just be thankful I'm not singing. Who knows what would come out of my mouth. Yes, it's the 22nd. It is the 22nd. I did get that right. Doors open at 6:30, starts at 7. All right, let's do that again. All right. And Burning Bowls will be the last Sunday in the month. That, I believe, the last Sunday is actually New Year's Eve. And I wanted to thank everybody who gave me that wonderful gift card and the thank you card and the cute little, what are you going to do, call Tracy thing last week. That was hilarious, and as Linda was saying, I think I was standing there in shock with my mouth hanging open while Linda said somebody spilled something on the carpets, and I was like, why is she telling us that now? Anyway, thank you all very much. That's very humbling. I really appreciate it. There's so many people do so much here, I feel like I shouldn't be singled out. But anyway, thank you. Okay, a couple of goofy jokes today. I'm giving Don the week off. He doesn't have to pick one of the dad jokes because I picked 2 dad jokes for myself. Somebody gave me a calendar with a page day, jokes on it, and there are a couple of Christmassy ones. So, where do snowmen keep their money? In a snowbank. How much did Santa pay for his sleigh? Nothing. It was on the house. Don't you just love these? Somebody thinks these up. All right, and the joke of the day is facing the consequences. A man, shocked by how his buddy is dressed, asks him, "How long have you been wearing that bra?" The friend replies, "Ever since my wife found it in the glove compartment." Greet each other in love and joy this morning. Our next song is a beautiful Christmas song. If you'd go make your way back to your seats. We're going to sing Hark the Herald Angels Sing.
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace, hail the Son of Righteousness. Light and life to all he brings, risen with healings in his wings. Mild he lays his glory by, born that we no more may die. Born to raise us from the earth, born to give a second birth. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Today, our daily word is peace. Peace is the song of my heart. As the Advent journey continues, I seek to embody peace. No matter what might be happening around me, I can rise above that which troubles and distracts me, all that takes my attention away from my spiritual life and my relationship with God. Peace is always mine, an aspect of my divine identity. When peace feels far away, I take it as a cue to center myself in spirit. I return to the practices that calm my mind and open my heart. As I relax and enter the silence, I touch the peace and perfection of God and claim that peace as my own. Returning to activity, I carry peace with me. I bring harmony to my interactions, calm to my reactions, and tranquility to every corner of my life. I won't just be peaceful, I will be peace itself. And Jude 1 verse 2 says, may mercy, peace, and love be yours in abundance. Amen.
Our Creator, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory In the silence, there is a sacred place, a secret meeting place. Love is there. In the silence, where every color blends and every rainbow ends, good is there. In the light, now you find that you know peace of mind. In the silence, your path is paved in gold, and all your dreams unfold. Love is there. Peace is there. Truth is there. God is there.
Good morning, everyone. Well, if you would like to gently close your eyes and take some nice cleansing breaths, and just release all the busyness and noisiness of the morning, maybe even the week. And then settling deeper into your seats. And bring your attention down into your heart area. Perhaps you can put your hand over your heart this time and breathe. Breathe into your heart. Finding that place of quiet serenity, peace. And here, feel that tender place of love and compassion. Kindness. Breathe into the quiet of your heart. In this space of love given freely of spirit, the I am presence of all that we are. That we are born into. Breathe in peace. Exhale love. Breathe in peace. And exhale love. Relax into that quiet, serene place in your heart. It's always there for you to move into and to honor. And here we know the gifts of love, appreciation, kindness, those unconditional gifts given from our heart, the natural flow of who we are. Our nature is love. And here we know the wisdom of our heart, the wisdom of spirit. Listen here in the silence for your own message of love. Your gifts of love. And bring that back with you, your own message of love. And whenever you're ready, you can come back into the room.
I'd gladly walk across the desert with no shoes upon my feet to share with you the last bite of bread I had to eat. I would swim out to save you on your sea of broken dreams. When all your hopes are sinking, let me show you what love means.
Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
I would whisper love so loudly every heart could understand.
And love and only love can join the tribes of man.
I would give my heart's desire so that you might see.
The first step is to realize
It all begins with you and me.
love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a When we stand together, it's our finest hour.
We can do anything,
Anything,
anything.
anything.
Believing in the power.
Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Sing with us. Love can build a bridge between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time?
Love can build a bridge, for sure. Good morning. I love Christmas movies, especially the old ones. And I watch these over and over every year, as some of you may do also. But one of my favorite, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, is called It Happened on Fifth Avenue. Now, not the 34th Street one, but It Happened on Fifth Avenue. And it stars Victor Moore as Aloysius T. McKeever, who's a homeless man, a hobo, who sneaks through a hole in a fence and knows a secret way into his family's mansion while they are away for the winter. And he comes in, takes a luxurious bath, dresses up in the owner's finest, puts on a smoking jacket, helps himself to the cigar cabinet, pours himself a drink, and puts his feet up and relaxes. The next day, he decides to go for a walk in Central Park. And he sees someone on a park bench with his head in his hands. And McKeever asks him, "What's the matter?" And as it turns out, the man is a veteran who's just returned from the war and who's been evicted from his apartment. And this is during World War II, when housing was hard to come by. And so the vet had no place to go. And so the hobo, Aloysius T. McKeever, pretending to be the owner of the mansion, invites the vet to come home with him. Now, the real owner of the mansion, the father, an industrial tycoon, and the mother are divorced, and the daughter are all estranged from one another. But through many twists and turns, and the house becoming full of people, including other vets, their families, their pets, and at some point, the daughter, the mother, and the father. And so what happens on Fifth Avenue? Love happens, peace happens, joy happens, the true meaning of Christmas happens. And Aloysius T. McKeever becomes a hero, a peacemaker, a Christ figure. And like Jesus, he brings love, healing, understanding, reconciliation, and peace to an otherwise hopeless situation. And if you haven't seen it, it is so cute. But anyway, isn't that what we are called to be? Peacemakers and healers. We were created out of love for love. Scripture tells us in John 4:8 that God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God in him. And when someone asked Jesus, Master, what do we have to do to enter the kingdom of heaven? Jesus replied, love God, love your neighbor as yourself. Simple, huh? But he also said we are to love our enemies as well. And if your brother or sister has something against you, not you against them, leave your gifts at the altar, go make up with your brother and sister, and then come and bring your gifts. Who are our enemies anyway? Those who don't agree with the way we think? What is the disconnect? Can't we see that we're all brothers and sisters sharing the same planet? Love sees the whole picture, the big picture. It calls us not to get caught up in our little cliquey ego ways of thinking, the little judgments with certain points of view that exclude other points of view, or perhaps my way or the highway thinking. Unity founder Charles Fillmore created 12 powers, or faculties of mind, if you can say, that we all share in common, which we can develop and call upon to empower and transform our lives. But he believes that the faculty of love to be present for any of the other faculties to work. So I don't know how familiar you are with the 12 powers that Unity teaches, but if you can see them, love is the one that activates all the rest. Without love, would we have faith, strength, wisdom, power, imagination, understanding, will, ardor, zeal, release, and life? So if you're not familiar with Unity's 12 powers, you know, we may be having a class coming up with those in the future. But anyway, most often we associate love with something we receive from another person. You can take it off. A mother, a father, or a romantic relationship. But sometimes these relationships are not always loving. We know, and studies show, that children born in an unloving environment and not touched or cuddled from birth grow to be untrusting of others' affection and love. And folks brought up in an unloving household or environment or with unloving parents struggle with love as well. Some of you may be familiar with Eric Fromm, who wrote a book entitled The Art of Loving. And Fromm says that love has to be learned. Just like any art or musical ability, whether it is loving yourself or others, it has to be activated and practiced. And he says that immature love says, I love you because I need you. Mature love says, I need you because I love you. And he sees love as the only sane answer to the problems of human existence. Another Eric Butterworth, a Unity minister, wrote a book entitled In the Flow, and he says that we all want love, prosperity, health, success in our lives, but in our busyness and distraction, we end up working against ourselves and against the flow, because the flow starts right here, right within, and then out to a needy world. When we realize this, then we are in the flow of life. When we love enough, ourselves and others, we release these things and reveal the truth that already exists. We reveal the joy, the peace, the love, and prosperity that we already are. We need to just let it flow. But we always have a choice. We can feed the voice of fear, which is what is happening around the world right now, or we can feed the voice of love and creative energy. In Unity, we know that life doesn't just happen to us. We're not victims of circumstances. We participate and co-create our life experiences with our words, our thoughts, and our feelings. When we think, feel, and live in a place of peace, love, and joy, we create even more peace, love, and joy. It's always a choice. Yes, at Christmas, but there's never a moment when Spirit is not trying to speak love, kindness, and compassion through us into the world. Sometimes when we see what's going on in our world, we feel helpless, or that we have no power over what is happening. And a lot is happening. But we do have the power. Say it with me. I have the power. Because we can pray. We can go within to that secret place that Emily Cady called us to. We can meditate. And we can raise our consciousness and therefore the consciousness of our planet. Enlightenment is happening now, at this moment. There are good people everywhere doing good things for our planet and for one another. We just don't hear about the good things all the time. We hear the bad things on the news. 99% of the people of the earth are good people trying to do the right thing, who choose love, not fear. We are amazing people. Despite our hardships and difficulties, we rise again and again. But sometimes, as much as we love, a loved one will make their transition. And we just heard about Reverend Val's mother making her transition a couple days ago. She even predicted the day that she was going to leave this world. But when a person makes their transition, we often find ourselves, friends and family, sitting around, remembering, telling stories, reminiscing. But we remember not the roles that that person played as friend, mother, sister, husband, brother, but what is being discussed at those times is the essence of who that person was and how that essence expressed itself in love, as love, to those of us who are doing the remembering and whose lives that essence touched. I watched the celebration of life of Rosalind Carter, and it was so heartwarming to hear her children, especially her son Chip, as he reminisced about his mom. He said she was so down to earth, and he told about a time when the family were all together on a rather long airplane flight, and Rosalind pulled out a Tupperware container of homemade pimento cheese and some bread, and began making sandwiches for everyone on the flight who wanted them. And people were saying, "I've got a cheese sandwich from Rosalind Carter." She was a very simple person, but a true humanitarian who loved people and traveled around the world involved with Habitat for Humanity and many other causes, and did what she could in her 96 years on this earth. When someone asked her what was her epitaph or words of wisdom, she replied, "Do what you can to show you care about others, and you will make the world a better place." Jesus said, "See how they love one another." And I feel like I'm preaching to the choir this morning because everything I have said about love this morning, you are doing. You already are love. Look at the way we greet one another in love and joy on Sunday mornings. We can hardly get back to the service. And if we could see that energy floating above us and send it out to a needy world, wouldn't that be wonderful? And maybe that is what is happening. Like Einstein said, match the frequency with the reality of what you want to create. So we could do that on Sunday mornings. Love involves gratefulness. And as a community, we have supported each other through a lot of changes. In leadership, through COVID, through sickness, loss of loved ones, we have been here for each other, prayed for each other, supported each other. I am so grateful for our Unity family, for what I've learned in studying Unity philosophy and all the gifts I've been given getting to know each of you. Grateful for our chaplains, our morning group, Margie, my sidekick, and grateful for my own personal friends and family who have supported and loved me all these years through life's changes, difficulties, and blessings. And of course, my Joe. And I would love to read you something from a book we're studying in the morning class, Becoming Enlightened by Elizabeth Chanty. And she says, when we spiritually see the other, we give them the greatest gift, recognizing the truth of their being. Consciously greet everyone you meet today. Look into another's eyes. Eye contact is soul contact. Recognize them. Notice the divine quality in them, their beauty, kindness, patience, wisdom. Have the intention of being a powerful presence of love for them today. We are all one family, one race, and our language is the language of love. See how you can recognize that other as your human family. Remember, it isn't the words, it's about a soul-to-soul connection. And I'd like to leave you with the words of Mother Teresa, who said, "Not all of us can do great things, but we can all do small things with great love." Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Kathy. That was just beautiful. I just knew that would be. But this place is so full of love, and that's what Kathy talked about. And if you're ever here very often or more than once, you'll feel it. You feel it in the hugs and just the warmth in the room. So thank you, Kathy. That was beautiful. Now it's time to take your offering in your hand, and we'll say our blessing together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Don't get so busy that you miss giving just a little kiss to the ones you love. And Don't even wait a little while to give just a little smile. A little is enough.
How many people are crying? People are dying. How many people are asking for love?
So don't save it all for Christmas Day. Find a way
To give a little love every day.
Don't save it all for Christmas Day. Find a way.
'Cause holidays have come and gone, but love lives on if you give on love.
How could you wait another minute? A hug is warmer when you're in it. Oh, baby, that's a fact. Saying I love you's always better. Seasons, reasons, they don't matter. So don't hold back.
How many people in this world, so needful in this world? How many people are praying for love?
So don't save it all for Christmas Day. Find a way
To give a little love every day.
Don't save it all for Christmas Day. Find a way.
'Cause holidays have come and gone, but love lives on if you give on, give love. Let all the children know, everywhere that they go, their whole life long, let them know love.
Don't save it all for Christmas Day. Find a way to give a little love every day. Don't save it all for Christmas Day. Find a way.
'Cause holidays have come and gone, but love lives on if you give on, give love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our dear souls here today who have given with love these donations that support our church and make it possible for us to come here every week and have lights and heat. So thank you. Amen.
Thanks again to the dynamic duo for their amazing music. You guys are wonderful. There's another wonderful. Who counted? Somebody count? Anyway. Oh, thank you. Probably more than that. Rebecca's being nice. Now it's time to join together and say the peace, sing the peace song, or say the prayer for protection. Sorry, wrong one. Prayer for protection. If you'd like to stand up, and we'll say that together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever you are, God is, and all is well. And the chaplains are down here to pray with you if you have any prayer needs at the end of the service. And now we're going to say the peace song. Sing the peace song together.